In this video, we are going to see how we can integrate Logbook with a Spring Boot application. So I have created a very basic Spring Boot application with the student CRUD operations. We have one controller and one entity and one repository. And we have this logbook config here in config package. And we have this database properties in data source properties in our application dot properties file. So before get to start, so we will check the behavior of the application without enabling logbook. So I'm just going to run my application. Okay, since I have removed the logbook dependency, I'm just going to comment. Sorry, I'll just remove these two dependencies for now since I'm not enabling logbook. Yeah, so we would just refresh the maven. Yep, perfect. So let's run the application. Yeah, so application is up and running on 8080. I'm just going to hit post API student. I already have created some request payload and just hit it. So you can see the data being saved into the DB and it is 200 okay. And you can see there is no logs got printed in the console since we are not logging anything. Okay, so now we are going to add logbook dependencies and we'll see how the application will behave now. Okay, so to start work with logbook, we firstly require one dependency, which is Spring Boot logbook starter dependency. So which is here. So just take it and paste it over here. And so as we know, logbook majorly will be used to print request and responses in a Spring Boot application. So actually it will log all the request and responses in a Spring Boot application in different formats that they allow. Like logbook enables to print logs in JSON, curl, and HTTP, and key value pairs as a slang. The Splunk, so like that. So this is the Spring Boot starter dependencies to start work with. So as I am trying to print my logs in JSON format, I need this dependency as well, which is logbook JSON. Just copy it and paste it here. Perfect. Now just refresh the maven. Okay, cool. So I think seems to be logbook has been added to the class path. So let's just go and run the application now. Yep. So application is up and running. Okay, just go and click on send. It's again same, it's 200 okay. And you can see still we didn't get any logs. The reason is being logbook will always try to log the request and responses of the log level of trace. Okay, so we need to add that specific property in application.properties actually. Okay, so we need to go to this documentation and here they have mentioned, yeah, you can see here the logbook logger must be configured to trace level in order to log the request and responses. So they're strictly saying we need to add this dependency, no, add this property in application.properties file since the logbook logger must be configured to trace level. So just copy it and paste it here. Okay, just keep equal. Then yeah, perfect. So we are good to go now. Kill the application and start again. Perfect. So application is up and running. I'm just going to clear up this console and just going to hit this API again. Yeah, here you see So this is the request we sent to localhost 8080/students and with this payload. Okay, so same thing here printed here. So which is this is the request log and this is the response log. Let's see what is printed here. Okay, see we have this, you know, origin type of the log which is request and correlation ID. Okay, I need to tell you something here. Correlation is a unique ID will be provided by the logbook for one complete transaction. Okay, transaction means from request to till getting the response. You know, logbook will maintain that specific transaction with one correlation ID. If you see here, this is my request, this is my response. Okay, but both are having correlation ID as same. Okay, so by seeing this, we can say this is the response for this request. Okay, and this responses belongs to this request. Okay, so that's how they are using that correlation ID, just remember it. So they mentioned protocol, remote, method, you know, which method it is and what URL they are calling and host. Okay, and you can see here all the things, headers we are using in the request and what content type we are passing, and you know, so like this. And majorly the body, okay, whatever the payload you are passing here, so you can keep. Okay, and if you come here and you can see the response, so same origin type is response and correlation is same and duration 220 milliseconds it took, and the content types and everything will come and see here, and you can see this one. Yeah, so this is the response body. See, in the request body we don't have any ID, but in response body they have mentioned ID is 98, as you can see this one. Okay, so this how actually the logbook works to print logs in JSON format. um so see, we haven't done any much configuration. We just added our dependencies, just added this property in application.properties, but everything will internally take care by logbook. Okay, this is how actually the default configuration of logbook printing the logs. Okay, if you wanted to customize these logs, suppose if you wanted to add few more fields to this request log or few more fields to this response log, or if you wanted to remove this origin or what, this origin or type and or protocol, you don't want to see this protocol in the log, and you know, so whatever you can remove or you can add. So by customizing, by adding some customized configurations. Okay, for that, so I'm going to create one configuration class. Okay, so I can name this class as custom logbook configuration. Okay, enter. So okay, this is our custom log. Already I have kept this class here, so we can make use of this. Yeah, perfect, just copy and paste it. I'll explain you line by line. um okay, clear this and what happened. Okay, I'll just delete this. I'll create it freshly. Okay, and this is my class name, Java class. Enter. And this is the actual content of the class, and you can just paste it here. So that's it. Okay, and we have one more class, logbook config. So just go and copy, paste it. Okay, and so just paste it. Okay, that's it.